Well, sleep doesn't always come easy, and there are a lot of things that promise to help you get a good night's sleep. The CDC says about 1/3 of us have trouble falling asleep, and prescriptions for sleep medications are on the rise. But before you turn to medicine, try changing your sleep habits. Dr. Joseph Ojal, CEO of the Clayton Sleep Institute, joins us now. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mike.
So is this a matter of more people having trouble sleeping, or we're just becoming more aware of the issue?
Oh, it's both. There is an increasing difficulty with sleep in our society. We live in a 24/7 society, more electronic gadgets, things like that interfering with our bedtime routines. So that's an issue. In addition, thanks to people like you and your station promoting sleep health and wellness, we have more people that are becoming aware of the need to have sleep health as part of their health routine, both in the new year and going forward.
And that is, we were talking about this off camera, that's like #1 on a lot of people's list, so that maybe lose weight and then get more sleep, and people rarely achieve that. And you know, there are so many prescription medications that people fall upon to try to sleep better. What is your take on that? Are those good, bad, or in certain combinations can be okay?
Well, two things. One, we're delighted that people are interested in good sleep for the new year. It's one of the most attainable, easily attainable New Year's resolutions, so I'd encourage your viewers. On sleep medications, they're tools that we use in certain patients. They don't carry with them either positive or negative not connotation, but as far as themselves, it's how we use them. And we want to use them in patients that have good sleep habits, and if they need medication, we will add that to their regimen. How they use the medication is under a doctor's guidance. If the medicine we give them, they should use in bed, and we counsel them on how to use the medications. The other part of this is we want to encourage them through our actions and counsel so that they don't become either psychologically or physically addicted to the medicine. Even though that's a low likelihood, it's still a possibility.
And that's where we get about on some of the drawbacks of taking these medications, is that they can be addictive, whether just in your mind or you rely on them to fall asleep. What are some other drawbacks to taking medications to rely on sleeping?
Well, medicines, as you know, they have effects, some that we know about, some that we may not know about in a given patient. So there's side effects to every medication. We want to make sure patients are informed of that, and so that when they use the medicines, there's no issue of safety. We're not willing to sacrifice the medicine for a little more sleep for safety. That's not something that's acceptable.
Tell us some natural ways, some natural things people can do so they can sleep better.
So good ways to get to sleep, first of all, is fixing your bedtime, fixing your wake time. Those are the two most important things, and in our society, as busy as we are day to day with work, family, and so forth, this one of the things that falls away most quickly. The other thing is the epidemic in our country today is the mass amounts of technology being utilized prior to bedtime. When you look at people who are using technology prior to bedtime, over 60% of those people, or about 2/3 of them, report having difficulty sleeping. This is the single probably easiest thing we can intervene with in patients to get technology moved away from the bedtime an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours prior to bedtime. You'll see a significant improvement in your ability to ease into sleep.
You know, I did that last night. I was looking at one of these in bed. I turned it off and went to bed. Last night I didn't have any trouble, but I have in the past for sure. You know, your brain is just, you know, still going.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. You have two things impacting your brain. One, usually when you're reading something on an electronic device, it's interesting to you. So that stimulates you. The other part of it is the light transmitted to your eye stimulates your sleep-wake center to be awake. And so when that happens right before bedtime, your brain's getting all the wrong signals as far as easing yourself into sleep. And once that starts, it's a difficult thing to break.
Good advice, Dr. Joseph Ojal. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.